It's your boy James with the Stop Being Dirty. Stop eating. Listen, stop seeking validation from other people. The only person you have something to prove to is yourself. At the end of the day, becoming the best me, listen, I'm far from the best me, but every day I strive to be a little bit better. Even if it's a small thing that I'm striving for, it's something. Hey, let me not react this way. Maybe I could have said that better. Let me think about how they felt about me saying this instead of me just thinking I said everything well because my intentions was well. They still took it in a way I didn't want them to. But because of that, maybe the thing I said well, I could have even said better, right? That's accountability in life. And taking accountability is a part of growth as well. Again, there's too many people out here seeking validation from other people, and all that does is scream out of their face of how unhappy they truly are. A person doesn't have to go around and saying, I got money, I got this house, I got this car, I'm the toughest person in Nebraska, I've been through it. Listen, everything that you've been through created the person you are. But the person you are doesn't need to be a person that has to tell me everything you've been through. Your maturity, your character, how you treat others, how you carry yourself, what positive thing can I learn from you? These are all Tech 9! Oh my God. So, first and foremost, let me say this. This is a learning blog. This is a blog of a big message to up-and-coming battlers, to fans that gets to get this insight from a former battle rapper. You know what I'm saying? Just to give you a quick update. I have 30 battles. I battled different continents, states, countries. I started in battle rapping. My first battle was 12 years ago. Great resume. Whether you like it, you love me, I've been around for some time. I feel like at this point of my life, it's to kind of give back, not only if I can help, but also to give the viewers a different perspective from a battle rapper. Meaning, I'm doing this series, and we're going to start it today with the truth behind battle rap. But for me specifically, we're going to do it with my battles or any other situation. Yo, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. You can see more of what I'm trying to speak about. What I'm basically trying to say is we're going to get into a series of behind the truths of this battle, that battle, this situation. So if there's something y'all want to know, like, oh, Jims, you battled this person. How did that happen? What happened? What was going on with the finances in your life? Any questions you have about anything you've ever seen me do in battle rap? I want to give the truth behind the parts that you don't see. We're going to start with Tech 9. Now, I don't know if it might be controversy speaking about the name in general. I want to let y'all know this. We're not getting into any of that. The accusations are horrific. The facts are horrific. The situation is horrific. Nothing about this blog is getting into that. That's all out there. That's something I'm not getting into. That's where it is. I'm getting into how can I teach someone from my situation with building up my battle with Tech 9. And here we go. Tech 9 was quiet as hell. It was over for Tech 9. J Black puts him on champion, they seem like they're really close beyond rap, and they super cool, things like that, and they built a nice, Tech 9 was a good balance for J Black to have, because the personality's so different, and they did that. But the fact of the matter is, Tech 9, as far as battle rapping, it was kind of irrelevant. So, just like myself, which I always tell you because I was one of the first to do this battle rap wise, I always kept myself relevant by having a channel, but I also kept myself in a sense where the fans you start growing this fan base and this likeness from the fans that now eventually, though they love your blogs, though they could like your blogs and your commentary better than your battles even. I get that a lot, and I don't take that as a diss at all. Battle Rap Gyms is more of like, it's the theater version. There's so much facts in which I'm being creative and putting this thing together, and a lot of these things that I'm talking about coming from true stories that are like, fabricated in a punchline form. But the fact of the matter is, this is the real me. So anytime I hear a blogger or anyone tell me they like my blogs better than my raps, that's the biggest compliment I can ever get, because that means you like the person, not the other version of it that you only show the camera, the stage, the performer. You like the human being. So salute to that. It's never, if you're wondering if I ever took that as a bad thing, I never did. It's a great compliment. Thank you. But I do want to get into this, because the point of all I'm saying is, I built a brand. Up and comers, you have to do more than sit on your ass and wait for the smacks, RBEs, King of the Dots, whoever it is to call you, the trenches, whoever's out there that's still doing battles and leagues. You can't just sit and wait. You know why? Because a lot of us ain't good enough to do that. You're not Charlie Clips, you're not Loaded Lux, you're not Murder Mook. There's no nostalgia around you like, oh my God, Sue Surf's home from jail. I want to hear about Jack Mack and ramen noodles. Let's go, Surf. He's a superstar. You're not. You want to be one day, and even when you do get top tiers, some top tiers can't just sit around and do nothing. There's nothing. The people need more. The promotion in which you put into your brand creates a want for you. Look at my resume. A lot of people ain't the hugest fan of me, and that's fine. But look what I did with what I have. Look at the resume speaks for itself. Not to mention, no matter how much a person doesn't like me, I've never been cleared. I've never been bodied. I've never been booed. You know what I'm saying? I do a battle. I did my thing. With that being said, Gyms vs. Tech 9, the behind the scenes truth. If it wasn't for me and Tech 9 being a commentator and a blogger, that battle would have never made sense. It got me back on Smack. No contract, by the way. Like I said, people, negotiate your shit. No contract, by the way. One battle deal. Got back on Smack through this Smack URL, biggest league in the world, blah, 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 all that extra shit. Got back on Smack off of this battle. How? I'll tell you how. This is free game. This is the truth behind of how to do this, man. Build a likeness around your brand, in which comes with social media, your Twitter, your Instagram, a YouTube channel. Make people want to see you. Make people see you even when they're not seeing you. Meaning, it's like, even when I did in battle rap, I still stood so relevant in battle rap because I had my channel. Y'all just sitting around waiting for the phone call. I ain't that. How the young kids say that? I'm gonna go get that bag. I was a bag getter. I had the channel money, the promo, I had the internet, I had the stop being dirty. I'm selling merch. You need to put yourself out there beyond the league holding your hand. So that's what I did. Then you have the fact of, it started looking interesting. My name starts going around on Champion because of whatever battles, whatever it is I got going on. Next thing you know, Tech 9 might have had like a slight dislike or an opinion of certain things that he didn't like about my battles, that then led to comments going, yo, I wonder how Gyms vs. Tech 9 would go, especially when I see him say something distasteful just towards my battle raps, and then it turns into me hitting him up on a tweet like, oh, you said this, but I think this about you. Oh yeah, well, I said that's what I think about you. Next thing I know, the promo begins. Just like that. Not even premeditated. Just for the fact of what I just broke down. Let's continue. But that could just be Twitter talk. Big deal. How do you get back on Smack URL? ARP's boy. Mr. Brick RBE. Brick by brick. The ops. The ops. How do you get back on URL, op boy? You play for the ops. We don't fucks with y'all, yeah? How'd it happen? Because this is a business. Y'all take that shit too far. It's either too... People will use you in this game as they should because these are not our friends. As soon as they see something the fans want, guess what? They make it happen. Engineering. Hey, what's going on, Mohammed? I'm doing well. Who put it in? No. Did they do it today? I have no idea. No, I'm not sure. I'm. Do I need to bring anything? What exactly do you want to do? A center machine? Okay, let me try to see what I could grab. And you're gonna be on 10? Okay, I'll see you up there. Okay, no problem. Bye. Damn, just like when the twins used to cut in between the blogs. That's just the building manager. He can wait, right? Mechanical room problem. Like, anyway, I'm not editing this, so he's really gonna have to wait. So let me move along. Listen. The leagues are not your friends. This is a business. At the end of the day, when you make yourself wanted by the fans, they're going to please the fans. And that's what happens. Next thing you know, P calls us. And guess what? P thinks he has a great idea. Yo, why don't you and Tech 9? I think I could make something with you and Tech 9 happen. What do you think about that? Because we was already in talks of how to get me back over here, back over, things like that. It's a business, right? So prior to that, though, me and Tech 9 keep doing it back and forth. Excuse me, I skipped a very, 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 very big part here. Tech 9 hits me up. This is where it comes to like the truth behind the battle rap and the WWE part of it, right? Tech 9 hits me up. We don't have no rapport or nothing. There's no issues, no nothing like that. But Tech 9 hits me up with a great idea. He says, "Yo, you see how much of the fans keep saying me and you should battle? Mind you, these are just off of us doing the blogger shit or whatever. Yo, what if we let's put some spice behind this, but let's hype this up. Yo, I really think I could get us a bag right now. I really think I could get us a bag from URL. I really think I can. And we could let's start promoing, let's talk our shit, etc., right? Things like that." I'm like, I'm with it. In my head, I'm like, I was already gonna do it. So now we're going back and forth on Twitter. Now we're doing blogs. Now it's really building up. We get the call from P. We get the offer, dope offer. We take the offer. So not only am I getting paid thousands to go to get for a battle, I'm getting flew out to Virginia. I'm back on Smack, and all this is happening. Not to mention, what better time? It's right after the nonsense that happened on stage with me and RBE. Boom, worked out perfectly. So at the end of the day, that ends up going. My fault, I'm stuttering because I'm like, damn, you're really doing a blog while your fucking building manager just called you upstairs to help him out with a fucking mechanical unit. Well, we can do. So at the end of the day, do you see what the point I'm trying to say? So the truth behind it is, me and Tech 9 looked like we hated each other. Now we weren't friends. I didn't know them. I don't know him at all. He's just another battle rapper. With discussing secrets. But besides that, the fact of the matter is, didn't happen till way after me and him battles. But as far as it goes is, we start promoting it online. We got paid from. That's why I said that whole $1,000 thing. It's like, yo, do you understand what I'm talking about here? From having a channel, from having a voice, from having a Twitter, from having an Instagram, from having a YouTube, for speaking, for promoting, from behind the scenes, hitting up the person that you're interested in battling. Yo, hey, listen, I have an idea. Why don't we really hype this up? Maybe we could get a bag out of it. We get a bag out of it. I'm back on URL. Now, unfortunately, some things ended up happening after that battle. We could get that in another blog. We could bring that story back too. It's story time. Y'all remember what happened? Cool. We could re-talk about that and what happened with that. Break that down again, because that's another thing I could talk about life and connected to what I had. That situation. But listen, promote yourself. It's all now, mind you. I do want to say this before I go. That promo went a little too crazy, yo. There was like a couple like SMDs and Tech 9 got a little crazy, yo. I remember I threw him a text like when he was on Twitter. I'm like, damn, bro, we still joking, and like he really kind of didn't answer. And this is kind of closer to the battle. I'm like, oh, Oh, it's on, right? He's like, fuck you. I don't know you, fucking dirty ass motherfucker. Like, we ain't friends. Like, he didn't say that, but I'm like, oh, this is where we at with it. That's when I started thinking, yo, it's gonna be no holds bars at the face off. I knew, yo, battle rap is battle rap. When you battle each other, you can say anything you want, anytime you want. But I'm thinking, yo, I know you're gonna say some slick shit at the face off. Not only was I tired of all that slick talk, because honestly, I ain't gonna front. Like, at the end of the day, someone put their hands on you. Now, I don't think the good shit was so serious that I ended up decking him a bunch of times after. Like, technically, if you broke that down, I won that fight after being sucky. He really lost not only by hitting me during the battle, but he should have laid me out. He didn't do none of that, and I got my shits off, my rocks off. So it's like, I don't really give a shit. But what I am talking about is, that was the last relevant thing. And you know, I had a little pride on my back. You know what I'm saying? I was young and dumb. It's like 8 years ago. You know, nowadays I don't live for no one but myself, which the point is. But what I'm saying is this, is like, ain't no man gonna make me jump out the window, but I was willing to around that time. Now, I'm not talking about the whole face off that I'm about to get into. I'm talking about, like, I was really on my bullshit. Like, yo, motherfuckers gonna think they could play with you now. You know what I'm saying? I'm also like, I ain't gonna be someone to be played with, you know, and whether that stupid, ignorant, dirty mentality. I'm not trying to sound tough, by the way. I'm just letting you know the dumb ass shit that was running through my head, the aggression. I was ready to pop on something for real. That's just the facts of it. So I go to face, I'm like, yo, I'm bringing these gloves. If he mentions anything, yo, what if we have the illest promo ever and we box? I even hear clowns trying to first of all, that's one of the greatest face-offs ever, before Cassidy came through in the wreck shits. That was the great, yo, bro, who's ever done that? Who's ever done that? And I'm moving so hype and all that. The glove was still strapped. So I'm walking around. So I'm trying to put my hand in a glove that still had the elastic on. You know what I'm saying? Like when you tighten the glove, that's why my hand was slipping to get into it. Like, oh, Jim's can't even put the gloves on. This is what I'm saying about living for other people. People, what JC said, they're gonna criticize the form even though it's shot perfect. That's what haters do. The haters, man. Live for you. Anyway, illest promo shit ever. Pulled the gloves on the technology. Like, oh yeah, you keep talking about what happened to me. Why don't you do it? He ended up not, you know, it ended up not happening. Don't matter. Go to the battle, and then I throw in the little freestyle to my first round. I don't want to hear nothing tough out your mouth, because when I told you to put on the gloves, you did it. What I'm trying to say is to wrap this up. This shit is WWE. These motherfuckers ain't your friends. The league gonna book you if you put yourself out there enough to get booked. It's a business. Make your channel. Go on social media. The opponent in which you want to battle, hype it up behind the scenes. We really okey-doked URL if you think about it. It was a masterous idea. We both knew we had a fan base. We both knew we had a voice. We both knew we could make this work for us. And guess what we did? We made it work and got booked. Boom. Now, unfortunately, that battle's no longer on Twitter, on YouTube for obvious reasons with the whole Tech 9 shit. But that's just some advice I wanted to give to up-and-comers and a little behind the scenes for the fans. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. What do you want me to talk about next? Do you like this series? Well, this is what I'm doing. I want to do different things. I want to reach out to the people more. I want to speak about my truth more. Here was some of it. Let me know what y'all think. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and stop being blog. I'm about to lose my job. I gotta go.